All right, so I'm out here at First Energy Park in Lakewood speaking with Gauntlet Eldemeyer, and Gauntlet clearly off to a hot start here for Lakewood. 333 average, 6 stolen bases, 9 runs scored in the early going. Just talk about some early success this year for you.
I haven't played in 2 years, so I've just been practicing for those 2 years, so rehabbing also, so just getting my mind right for the regular season. And I was real anxious to get out here, so that's probably was a big part of it also. If you have your mind right, then you can do well. So that's what I think.
Absolutely. Now, clearly you've proven to be a catalyst for the lineup this year, and you spoke about missing time with injuries and things like that. Just can I get you to talk about what the injuries were, and just evaluate that whole downtime?
What the injuries were?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I got hit by a pitch in college in April 2010, and I got misdiagnosed. So after the draft, they thought it was a bone bruise at college, so, misdiagnosed. So I kept playing, and then I got drafted. And after the draft, I failed the physical because my range of motion was limited. And then they went and looked into they went and scoped it to my wrist. They thought that was a torn ligament, so then I had to get surgery. And then I played Instructs that year because I got surgery in July 2010. I played Instructs that year, but I still felt pain. And after the next spring training in 2011, I still felt fine because I rested for a few months. But then after swinging a couple times, I started to feel more pain. So they went back in and they saw it was a different torn ligament. So I got another surgery, I think it was that June.
Okay.
So I missed that year also. So I came back this spring training fine.
Absolutely. Now, all that downtime, all that watching from the sidelines, does that make you hungrier for game action?
Yeah, it made me hungrier. Because, I was just eager to get on and to keep, start my career actually.
All right, now, you talked about being a draft pick in 2010, 6th round that year. I want to get some thoughts from you on what that experience was like. Obviously, coming out of college, excited, playing ball, ready to get on with the pro career. Just talk about that whole process. How were you tracking the draft, and how'd you celebrate?
Oh, the funny thing was I was actually in a final during the draft because our school was on quarters. So we get out of school like mid-June, and the draft was, I think, first week of June. So I was actually in a final that time. So I didn't even know that I got drafted. Just my parents called me after I got drafted, and they told me that the Phillies, but I didn't even get like a questionnaire from the Phillies, so I didn't even know if they were interested. So
Phillies weren't even on your radar. Was that obviously the Phillies are becoming one of those franchises that everybody watches, everybody looks out for, everybody's fearful of. What were the teams that you were expecting to possibly pick you, and what was your reaction to actually hearing the Phillies wanted you?
Well, the Brewers were really on me, and like I said, I didn't get a questionnaire from the Phillies, so I was real surprised that I actually got drafted by them. But I was actually happy because, like you said, they're a good organization, so everything's going pretty well right now. So.
All right, cool. So obviously the team started out the season on the road here. You guys are home for your first homestand in Lakewood at First Energy Park. Just want to get some impressions from you on the facilities, the fans, the team thus far.
Well, everybody was saying that the Lakewood fans are probably the best fans out in the minor leagues. I think we had 6,500 people the first night, and I've never played in front of such a big crowd. Even in college, we probably averaged like 800 people at most, because it's not a real big school, OU. But it's actually pretty fun playing in front of a big crowd. I feel like you play better when you're in front of a big crowd, and the facility here is actually pretty nice. The stadium is nice. First time playing in a nice stadium like this. And the hitting facility is pretty nice too.
Okay. So this is kind of what I'm bringing everybody here at the start of the season. A lot of guys are names people are familiar with, maybe seen them in print a few times like yourself, and guys that they haven't seen yet. So I want to give you the opportunity to kind of scout yourself, maybe gauge your strengths and where you're hoping to see yourself by the end of the year.
Well, I try to just get on base and let other people hit me in, try and steal bases as much as I can, and hit line drives. And try and get doubles, actually, get in scoring position so that we can actually get runs. So,
sounds good. And obviously you got a pretty reputable group of coaches here. Mickey Martini is the manager here, and super familiar to everybody that is fans of the Phillies organization. Guy that's been an all-star at the big league level for the Phillies. Famously established name, and having Mickey as a manager and these other coaches here like Greg Legg, just talk about those guys and how much of an impact they can have on you for the year.
Well, if you're getting your instruction from one of the best coaches out here. They're all playing in the major leagues. It's the top level you can play in baseball. So when you're getting instruction from them, it's like real instruction. So you got to keep your ears out and listen to it and concentrate and pay attention. So it's actually pretty good to have these instructors teaching us, because then you know what you got to do to get to where they were.
Okay, really cool. Now, one last thing before I let you go, and thank you very much for taking the time. I've coached Babe Ruth League age kids, age 13 to 15. If you have the opportunity to speak to kids that age, and if speaking to kids that would hope to play baseball beyond high school, whether it's college or professionally, what type of advice would you give to kids that age?
I give them to persevere and don't give up, and just listen to your elders and keep trying, and you'll make it. So,
Focus on those coaches.
yeah, focus on the coaches, get good instruction.
All right, man. Colin, thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Have a good one.